If you love music, then do more than just listen. Connor's Music.
Welcome to John Connors Live. It's Wednesday night at 8:30. There's the eyeballs. I always feel funny if I come online and like at the beginning there's it's not saying anyone's watching. And sometimes that just happens for like a second and I think like I'm just talking to myself. But the eyeballs are coming in. So make sure you say hi as you come online. Like for example, Dan just did here. Thank you so much, Dan. Whether you're watching live on Facebook, live from our YouTube channel, live on Twitch, or if you're watching this as a replay after, you can still make a comment. We just won't respond to it live. There's my spiel that I give at a lot of the shows. So today I'm super excited because we got a brand new product, like super brand new, barely even available product. And it's a Canadian made product by a company called Black Mountain Picks. We had a little chat with them like a week and a half ago because I had a customer with a specific thing they were looking for, and it led us to this new product. And we emailed them and they said, hey, we'll send you some samples. So this is Black Mountain Picks sending samples to me here from Vancouver, BC. So I was super stoked about that. And so they sent the samples for us to try out, and the customer and I are going to demo those. So if you read the description, you'll know that tonight we have special guest Matt Goodman from the Brothers Good joining us live. I thought I'd quickly address this because we do get into sports chat often here, and I've got a regular viewer, let's call him, who loves to chat sports on here. I don't want to spend the whole night talking about the Jays, so we'll just address it quickly at the beginning. So, this was disappointing to go out in 2 games. I got a text, are you going to talk about the Jays tonight from this viewer? And I said, briefly. I don't think this was, they made some mistakes, and that's hard. Like, mistakes happen in baseball. It's a long season, that happens, but tonight it's hard if you're a Jays fan. We sort of had it going on in the background in the store. And you can be disappointed. If you're disappointed, just turn your attention to the Toronto Argonauts. Start watching Canadian football. They're 12-2. They're absolutely ripping it up. One of those losses was because they decided to rest a lot of their starters. So they're really like 11-1. And they've already clinched a home playoff game in Toronto, the Eastern Final. And it's a great celebration, not just of sport, but of our country. So Canadian Football League, get into it, get on the bandwagon. The Argos are killing it, and just forget about the Jays until next season, because that was, bases loaded, grounding into a double play, getting picked off, pulling your pitcher who's killing it. All those things are big mistakes they shouldn't have made. So there you go. There's my 2 cents on the Jays. Forget about them. Watch the Argos. So subsequently, you got a Canadian made pick. Here it is that we're going to be demoing right now. It's a 3-sided pick. It's called the Asteroid. Please put your questions in the comment thread about this pick. So I wanted to use Canadian made guitars with Canadian made songs to demo a Canadian made pick. So the first song I'm going to play for you is called To Go Wrong, which is all about the Jays tonight, by Hayden. And here we go. When I said I would try to be calm, I lied to prove myself wrong. The truth is in the details first, and the writing's on the wall. And the closer I get to being strong, the less to go wrong. said times are changing. I thought he meant things were changing for the better, but they weren't. The truth is in the details first, and the writing's on the wall. And the closer I get to being strong, the less to go wrong. There we go. So that was Two Go Wrong. And Gary says hi. Thanks for that, Gary. And Dan said hi. And there's lots more of you watching there. And I get a little like on Facebook. Thank you. Make sure you say hi and ask us questions about the new, just released, not even available in our store. I don't think available in stores yet. Black Mountain, Canadian-made asteroid pick. So what I was doing there was playing a song to lament everything that went wrong with the Jays here at the in the wild card, but also to demonstrate I was using this part of it, the blue part, for the strumming. And then when the riff came up, I switched to the red part. I took a little extra time on the first one so you could see me switch. And that's why I'm like super close up today too. So you can see the pick and the guitar right up close. It's even cutting off my flow. But anyways, that's the deal. And so what I want to do is bring on the guest who really started the conversation. So please, without further ado, welcome to the live stream, Matt Goodman. How are we doing, Matt?
I'm doing awesome, man. How are you?
I'm great. Because I've put the Jays behind me.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking ahead to a fun night of playing with a new pick.
Me too.
And having you as a guest. Like, for example, Gary says, "Hey, Matt."
What's up, Gary?
So then what's the difference between the tips? We've already got a great question here. So before we answer that, though, let's talk about what led to us asking the question. Is there a pick out there that what?
So my original question was, is there a pick out there that has a light picking side, but has a thicker base to hold? Right. And the reason being is normally I use, I got a couple here. So I'll use a 1.14 cat tongue pick.
Even then you just
play. But all right. But I constantly break strings. I play heavy, a lot of rock music, a lot of punk music. So I'm breaking a lot of strings. Right. So I moved to a lighter pick, and I got one as an example here as well, which is 0.73, I think it is. But I guess I tend to have a death grip on my picks when I'm playing. So after about 3 songs of heavy strumming with a light pick, my hand will cramp up and then I can't hold a pick anymore.
All right. So let's ask if you also have a death grip on your pick, put that in your comment.
Yeah, right.
Too. Okay. I want to see that if those of you watching also have that issue.
I live in fear of dropping my picks when I'm playing. So really I was looking for something that had the flexibility of this pick, but the girth at the end, so I'm not like cramping up on my hand. That was the original question.
And when you asked me that question, I said, I bet the company that would make that would be Black Mountain Picks.
Yeah,
right.
It's the only place we looked. It's the first place you looked and the only place you looked. Yeah.
And then we go to the website and it says new asteroid pick coming soon. And I said, whoa, what's that? Right. And it's actually a little more than what we were looking for, because we just needed this and this part of it, really, right?
Right.
But then they gave us this and that as well, which is blowing my mind a little bit, right?
Right. And honestly, I wasn't sure I was going to have a need for that. I'm just going to use this as my light pick. But again, I play a lot of songs that, will have in the verses, you want like there's a walking bass line, or there's individual picking, which you want a thicker pick for, but then the chorus kicks in, and again I play a lot of rock or punk and I'm strumming really hard, so it's a coin flip before I play the song. Okay, what pick am I going to use? What's going to sound better?
A
And
compromise.
this has completely changed that.
Isn't that wild? And I maybe exaggerated it when I was doing the song, but that song "To Go Wrong," I've been playing that for a long time. I love that song, and it's got just like the strumming for the verses, like, and that's where you want a lighter pick often, right?
Yeah.
Something that flexes and doesn't grab onto the strings. But then that riff comes up with the, and that with the blue part, or if I was using a thin pick, it's like a little delayed and a little thin sounding. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad. We're not talking about bad. We're talking about uncompromising.
Yeah, what's
Right?
best for the song?
What's best for the song, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of fun. So again, guys, if you have any questions about this, throw it in the comments. I see they're just like, hey. Oh, let's go back to Dan's question first before. So he said, sounds great. What's the difference between the tips? So do you want to share your experience, and then I'll also tell them the like technical science?
I was going to say you got the specs, right?
Okay, I'll go science mumbo jumbo first.
Yeah.
So basically, the three sides, the black side, which if you look closely, you can see there's the best spot there. Okay, is a little bit sharper pointed, just like the Black Mountain thumb pick that's black. For those of you that have been either using them, buying them, or have just been watching the live stream like super thoroughly, I use them every once in a while because for all my fingerstyle stuff, Matt, I use their Black Mountain thumb picks.
Yeah.
Promoted. Yeah.
So
So
the same one you sold me like last month.
yeah, that one. So it's a sharp point, and it's made out of Ultim. Now I googled Ultim, and it's a type of plastic. So I'm not going to get into the more mumbo jumbo-y, but it's a type of plastic. And then the red is rounded, just like the rounded red thumb pick. So they've kind of got some continuity from their other pick lines into this asteroid pick that's out of this world. Anyways, and it's made out of acetal, and it's 1.5 mil. This one also 1.5 mil, right? So you get a different tone. We found that right away, right?
Yeah.
So the sharp tip, like much like jazz picks from other companies, are often associated with fast lead playing, and then this one for a full-bodied, soulful tone. You know, if you're using jazz for sure, you know, but also I use that for the lead bits too because I like that middle of the road thing. And then the blue is 0.60 mil nylon, which also is a type of plastic.
Yeah.
Right. But often like fibrous and nylon picks typically we've experienced, and I'm sure you have, Matt, that they're really flexible.
Yeah.
Like even a thick nylon is more flexible than a thick like celluloid or Duralin or
That's true. Yeah.
other types of plastics, right? So flexible and great for strumming. So there's the difference between the tips. And so now from an experience standpoint, Matt, how would you describe the difference between, you started to already, but how would you describe the difference in the picks or tips?
Yeah. So again, I've been using this the nylon, the thin one here, for any of the heavy strumming, and it flows really nicely. Like there's no resistance or anything like that whatsoever. And again, I play fast and loud, so like I'm not hearing, like if I'm doing it softly, I hear a big difference. But for me, this is 90% of the heavier stuff I play.
Right.
I've been using the black because in between, again, I was doing walking bass lines or a little riff or anything like that. I feel like this is picking it up a lot nicer and gives it such a heavier sound too, right? So I'm less worried about having a full sound with the thin because I'm using all the strings when I'm strumming. I want that same full sound when I'm doing the individual strings, which I don't get with that nylon, right? So that's why mid song I'm switching, and which is great because I'm already a fidget guy, and this just looks like a fidget spinner from Smurf, right? Yeah. So like it's perfect. So I've been switching back between these two. Like I said, I played for about an hour and a half yesterday, about half an hour today when I could. And the big thing for me is just learning to move it as I play. So I'm using the right side for the right part of the song.
Right. And that's going to be like a bit of a learning curve with that part.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. And so these little metal eyelets, they're claiming provide an excellent grip surface. I'll say that I definitely use that as the pivot point. So I put my thumb like in the middle and I pivot around that almost like a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
So that when I'm switching sides, it's like I'm spinning it on the eyelets. And then typically for me, like if I'm sort of saying like teacher hat, John, when I'm teaching somebody to hold a pick, I want like 90 degrees off. Is it 90? Yeah, off the thumb, like perpendicular to the thumb, and then parallel, your hand parallel with the strings. So this does work fairly comfortably for that, where your thumb's in the middle of the eyelets, and it's enough sticking out that you can do your thing. You know, enough pick coming out. Because when we saw this online, we thought this was going to be huge, right?
Yeah, the picture made it look like it was like a pancake size.
yeah. I was like, okay, let's give this a try. And so far, like, so I got it. We both got them yesterday, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. It was only yesterday.
Holy cow. And so I taught for 6 hours yesterday, and I was using this while I was teaching.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so that's been my time with this. And those are my experiences. And then about 10 minutes practicing today to get ready for the show. So there we go. That's the Black Mountain Pick. Why don't we have you do a song, Matt? Does that sound like a cool idea?
I can do a song
that we spontaneously came up with this moment. And I'll get off screen here, and we're going to give Matt the stage so he can share his song. So again, Matt Goodman of the Brothers Good. And do you have like online spots they can check out the band Facebook page?
Yeah, the brothersgood.ca is our website where I shill merchandise such as t-shirts.
Nice.
And
the brothersgood.ca, Canadian music website. Go check it out. Okay, that's and I'm going to get off screen and take it away, Matt.
All right, cool. So I figured I'd pick a song that has some individual string hits during the verse and then a heavier chorus, so I can kind of show off how this actually works. I'm using my Taylor 326 CE. It's mahogany and reclaimed ashwood with light gauge strings. Actually, I usually use medium, but again, to put this to the test, I put some lights on here. So I'm going to do a Foo Fighter song. It's called For All the Cows, and hopefully it goes something like this. All right, here we go. All right. I'm called a cow. I'm not about to blow it now for all the cows. For all the cows. It's funny how money allows all to browse and be endowed. This wish is true. It falls into pieces new. The cow is you. The cow is you. My kind has all run out. The time's good when sometime if time allows. Everything's one M. Everything's one M. Everything's one M like it's a friend. I called you all a painted doll, and it caused the walls to fall. How far is he? Impatiently, that's as far can be. As far can be. My kind has all run out, as if kinds could blend. Sometimes if time allows, everything's one M, everything's one M, everything's one M like it's a friend. I'm It's funny how money allows all to browse and be in down. To be in down. My time has all run out. But if times could lend, sometimes if time allows, everything's one in, everything's one in, everything's one in like it's a friend. Something like that.
There we go. Give it up for Matt Goodman. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I liked oh, here we go. We got the applause coming in. I liked the pick clicks on the pick guard too.
Yeah. I
That
don't
cool.
have my drummer.
One other level of versatility with the pick was how
Right?
you click
It's
on.
like hitting it with a hammer. That was solid.
You got applause and thumbs up from Dan there.
Thanks.
And so like you got way smoother at spinning it than I have. Like
Dude,
I was like, wait, did he switch? Okay, he's doing a riff now. He's got to have switched.
He absolutely switched.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a John Connors stream. I can't mess around. I have to practice that. You have no idea.
Oh, I gotta figure out
the panic that induced for like the last 24 hours, me trying to make sure I got my switch correctly.
Yeah. Right, eh? I'll have to ask if she's still watching, Sheila, if I got a little angry face. I'm not sure what I did wrong. So feel free to put in the comment. We'd love to address it. We got lots of thumbs up as well. Thank you for that, guys. And thank you for the comments and for this stuff. I love that. Yeah, so the versatility back and forth, awesome.
Yeah, it's perfect for what I need it to be, and my hand isn't cramping. Like it's solving multiple problems for me right now, and I really like that.
Which is awesome. So I'm really excited about that. And so Black Mountain basically told me that, hey, we got the picks made, so we can send you a couple samples for you and your customer who, like, because I was telling them about your situation. So they sent us a couple picks to try out, and then they'll be ready for sale in stores soon. They're just waiting for all the packaging to come together for it. So, so for those of you interested in trying them yourselves, or if you have similar things you're trying to overcome in your playing that might help solve those issues, watch for them coming soon at Connor's Music. I'll just put it like with my next Black Mountain order. I'm sure they'll start having them ship out. So that's gonna be cool.
Who do I talk to about a sponsorship? Let's get the Brothers Good logo on here.
Right. Well, what I was thinking I'd do is I'll email this YouTube link.
I need a few hundred of these.
Tell them straight up what I'm doing. They're going to watch the link and see us talking about sending it to them. So we're going to send them the link. And of course, we're going to post this on our Twitter. I still call it Twitter. And tag them. And they're great. Like Black Mountain, you got to check out their videos. They've got so many great artists who show off their stuff, and like guys that, you know, you see them play and you go, oh my gosh, like how do they do that stuff? And you can see like the pick is helping achieve. It's not all of it, of course, right? It's practice, it's all that stuff. But if it's something that can unlock a possibility for a musician, I'm all in favor of that, right? So that's fun. So great tune. I got one more I want to share with everyone. Any parting thoughts you wanted to share, Matt?
I think I got them all out, man.
Nice.
Just very, very thank you for indulging me in my weekly visit to Connor's and harassing you and asking you stupid questions. Like we found it. This is awesome.
Hey, we can find a solution. Yeah,
right?
No, I'm super excited about that. So
no, I appreciate it, buddy.
So take care of that pick though, because I'm not exactly sure when.
Well, here's the only thing I gotta say, right? Is if we could, like, I'm wondering if they can make other gauges, other sizes, because if you take a quick look, that's
where are you wearing that down?
That's about 2 hours of play. But again, I play heavy and hard, so I would need, for every 3-hour gig, I'd need one, maybe a second one.
Right. So I'm a little lighter. I didn't play solid for 6 hours though. I was just teaching, so I don't play the whole time. But nowhere yet. But yeah, you're right. Like I saw.
That's why I'm like, no. Let me get a deal on a bulk buy, because I will go through 2 of those every gig we do, and I'm happy to do that because
since we're sending this to them, what thickness would you take that up to? Like
what is it? 0.5?
It's 0.6.
It's 0.6 actually.
Not
I guess
much,
just
right?
The way it's made. Yeah, maybe a 0.73 at at the most.
Right.
But again, solves my problem, does what I need it to do. I will be using this until it disintegrates, and then there's more in stores. And we've worked something out where I can get an entire pack of them and just take them with me everywhere I go.
I'll keep you posted first, and then I'll let everyone else know. Anyone who's
Please
interested.
do.
Thanks again, Matt, for joining us on John Connors Live here. I'm going to do one more tune and call it a night. So thanks again.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, stay well, eh?
Thank you. You too.
So there we go. That was Matt Goodman. And make sure you check out thebrothersgood.ca for upcoming shows and their apparel. And he plays locally. So if you're in the York region, Upper York area, Georgina area, then you can definitely catch him in the band, him and his brother, Gagan. All right, I'm going to do another tune, and then we're going to call it a night. Unless you have any other questions about the pick or anything, any questions about life, put them in there. I was going to switch guitars and go to an electric. I've got it behind me here. A Canadian-made electric, Fifth Avenue Goodman. But then I tested this song with an acoustic today, right before, and I liked it. So I'm just going to stick with this. I'm using the Art and Lou 3. I've used it before. I just love this guitar. The volume and tone knob right on top. It's Canadian-made guitar. So I'm going to do this song by the Guess Who, again, featuring a riff. Maybe I'll try the black side. I'm going to try the black side for the riff and then blue side for the strumming, and then see how that works. So again, John Connors Live. Guest was Matt Goodman, and we're test driving the Black Mountain Asteroid Pick. Here we go. No time left for you. 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 No time for the summer friend. No time for the love you send. Seasons change, and so did I. You need not wonder why. No time left for you. There's no time left for you. No time left for you. No time for a gentle rain. No time for my watch and chain. No time for revolving doors. No time for the killing floor. No time for the killing floor. No time for the killing floor. There's no time left for you. No time left for you. No time, no time, no time, no time, no time, no time. Whew, there we go. That was No Time by the Guess Who. And I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, we're getting the comments here. I'm hoping it gets... I kind of hope you guys have some more questions about these picks. Maybe we answered everything. Maybe we were just too thorough. Dan says that was awesome. Thanks, Dan. So I think if you were watching close, you'd notice I definitely did the riff, the ba-da-da-da-da, with the heavier sides of the pick, mostly the black, and then strumming. And you get that like that nice, sound from the light nylon side. Gary says, awesome night, John. Thanks, Gary. It's fun when you bring on a guest. It's fun to have the chat, and it's fun to demo a new product. So it was fun for me. I was excited about tonight. And thanks, Sandra, for that. Rock on. And Matt. Oh, hey, Matt. Sounded great, John. I logged out and came in as a fan. Awesome. Thanks for doing that, Matt. And thanks for coming on the show. And hey, let's put I'm gonna put your website right in the comments, because Matt was so fun tonight and did such a great job and really did his homework. Brothers.ca. I can't remember if he said it's the brothers. Oh, there you go. Even if you put brothersgood.ca, it comes in. So here, I'm going to put this in the comment thread so you can just click right on it and go check it out. And then also, let's put the Black Mountain Pick website. Now, I'm doing this. I know you can order right off their website. And, that's fine. I respect doing that, going direct. But, your friendly local music store would love for you to drop by and say hi. And we will get these asteroid picks in soon. But if you want to get a little more info about it and check it out, then you can go right here to blackmountainpicks.com. So please check that out. Get more info. Check out the band's website. And thanks for tuning in to John Connors Live. And I'm going to guess that our little angry face was me telling people to forget about the Jays, or maybe just being upset about the Jays game at the beginning there. So I'm assuming that's the only controversial stuff I said. So sorry if I offended, or if you're just upset. I get it. It's hard as a Toronto sports fan. But anyways, either way, thanks for tuning in and checking out the show and watching, whether you're on Facebook, on Twitch, or on YouTube. And Gary says, "Go Leafs, go!" And then here, this is the other cheer that we can focus on. But I think the Leafs are going to have a great season. I am, I do say that every once in a while, but you could just do that too. Argos, they're rocking it. All right, thanks again. Have a great night, everyone. And we'll see you on the 3rd Wednesday of October, which will be our lead up to Connors Music, the Connors Music Midnight Madness sale. All right, thanks again. We'll see you then.